Grand rising, greetings, 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 greetings. Wagwan. This is your brother Chief Kalinago with another video. We about to dive in a little bit. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I have audio on Facebook. Video. We about to dive in a little bit. Yeah. All right. We got audio on Facebook, man. Okay. So I just want to do a quick video here. I'm not gonna be on here too long. This is not gonna be a 2-3 hour video. All right, as usual. Okay, I doubt I'm even gonna go like an hour. But anyway, I want to break down a few things and the reason why I started saying, Grand Rising. Okay, what prompted me to do this video is because someone made a post, and I'm gonna quote, what the post said. So the individual said, again, I'm paraphrasing, why do people say grand rising when the sun doesn't rise? Okay. And the person further, stated that we should be using our original tongue, which is, a combination of two words that the person posted, but those two words are actually Nuwapian words. Okay, Nuwapian, for those of you who don't know what the Nuwapians are or were, they are followers of Michael Z. York. Okay. And once again, I'm not here to criticize that group. That's not what this is about. You feel me? However, just like Israelites and just like Moors, American Aborigines, we are not Nuwapians. Okay. People have to stop putting everybody in the same box. All right. You have to stop putting everybody in the same box. We American Aborigines, we are a distinct people, and people are not respecting that. So they tend to, man. One thing I'll tell you, man, these mosquitoes out here, they having a field day with me though. They having a field day. Anyway, what I'm saying is this: people need to stop generalizing and putting everybody in the same box. Yes, we may have the same skin complexion, skin tone, some of our physical features yes, may be the same, but not everybody when it comes to ethnicity, okay, when it comes to race, we're all not the same. And of course, race, all that stuff is an illusion. So I'm talking strictly from a physical manifestation perspective. All right. So when we say grand rising, I don't know why other people say grand rising. I've been saying grand rising for, I'll probably say about 7 to 8 years, maybe about 6. And before that, when I did my videos, I would say peace, love, and light. Okay. Um, and that I've been saying for about 12 years. Because I refrained from saying good morning. And there's a reason why. You see, when you know better, you do better. Well, you're supposed to. So I'm going to rephrase that again. When you know better, you're supposed to do better. But a lot of people know better and they don't do better. So they choose to stay in ignorance. All right. And I tell people, ignorance is only bliss when you're willing to learn the knowledge. There's nothing wrong with being ignorant. Okay. Because when you're ignorant, it means that you're thirsty. But you have to acknowledge and recognize the thirst in order to drink, to quench the thirst. So when that relates to knowledge, yes, it's okay to be ignorant, and that's only when ignorance is bliss. But once you have been given the knowledge and you refuse to learn from the knowledge and even more so incorporate or implement the knowledge, then it becomes stupidity. You feel me? So with that being said, I'm not addressing the sister per se because I'm not going to show her post because this is not what this is about, putting anybody on blast. All right. But the mere fact that you're saying, well, we should not be saying grand rising because the sun does not rise, and tell us we should say this. Our original tongue is this. Our original tongue is not the Nuwapian tongue because we're not Nuwapians. All right. Our original tongue, where if I want to get technical, our original tongue, it stems all the way back where we did not even have a language. Okay, because we communicate when we started a form of communication. We started communication telepathically. Hence, you have the word telephone, telegraph. All those are forms of communication. So I could go as far back as telepathy. But then once we started, devolving, okay, in our mental capacity or consciousness, then it became, sign languages. All right. So once again, we are not American Aborigines are not Nubians. So that's not our original tongue. All right. But let's go back to the subject or the subject matter at hand. Why did I start saying that? I started saying that because it wasn't because the sun rises and set. I know that the sun does not rise. I know that the sun does not set. Okay, I know this. I don't know if anybody else does. And that's why I'm doing this video, because I want to put things in perspective. All right. It is a fact that the sun does not move. Okay. You seeing it rise and set is an illusion that's being played, all right, with your eyes. It is really the earth that's moving, and it seems like the sun is moving, but the sun is not moving. The sun is a permanent fixture. Like you have a bulb. Let's say you have a bulb in the middle of your house, and it's lighting up the entire house, but the house itself is moving, but the light fixture is not moving. Okay, that is the same thing with the sun. The sun does not move. The sun does not rise literally. The sun does not set literally. The sun is a permanent fixture in the earth. All right, and the earth is what spins. So it gives the illusion that the sun moves. I want to make that very clear. So that is not the reason why I started saying grand rising. Okay, that's not the reason why. The reason why I started saying grand rising is because everything in the universe vibrates. Everything in the universe vibrates at a frequency. And all our chakras vibrates at a frequency. All right. Just like the sun, in the early let's say in the dawn of the sun, all right, or what would I call it? The illusion of the sun rising, you'll realize that it gets warm, it's cool, it gets warm, then it gets hot, then it cools. That you see that those are different vibrations. You feel me? So in that respect and that regard, that's why I say grand rising, because everything vibrates at a frequency. And vibration sometimes cools down and sometimes vibration heats up. Just like our chakras, each of our chakras have a vibratory frequency. So that's the reason why I started saying grand rising. And that's a high frequency word. In other words, and also it means that I would like my people to rise, have a grand rising. Like, when you open up a store and you have a grand opening, have a grand rising. Those are high frequency tones that's I'm putting out there. That's the reason why I started saying grand rising. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you real quick. The universe itself, it vibrates, because everything that travels, it travels in waves. And there are many sound frequencies and tones in the universe. And as long as there are waves, whether they are seen or unseen, okay, and it propagates through space, then guess what? The universe vibrates. Everything vibrates. You feel me? But once again, people want to take everybody and put them in a box and say, this is who we are. No. No. We are all not the same. We are all not the same. Even the sun itself vibrates. Okay? It vibrates. It has what you call a complex pattern of acoustical waves. Just like a bell, right? If you take a bell, the church bells, or even a smaller one, and you take a piece of, a piece of stick or a piece of wood, whatever the case is, and you strike the bell, you will hear the sound. But if your eyes are really sharp enough, you will see you will see the bell in the surface of the bell, the vibration and the wave patterns. You will see it if your eyes are sharp enough. It's the same thing with the sun. When I sun gaze, I see the vibrations of the patterns, okay, that the sun is literally vibrating at. I see it, like I said, just like a bell. So the sun does vibrate. So that's the reason why I say grand rising, not because the sun rises literally. So for those of you who didn't know this, it is a fact that the sun does not vibrate. I mean, the sun does not rise literally and sets literally. The sun is a permanent fixture in our universe or in the earth. It does not move. The earth is what moves. And it gives the illusion that the sun is what's moving. No, the sun is always in the same position. Okay? It is always in the same position. Now, every chakra has a frequency. Every chakra has a frequency. And the root chakra, it vibrates at the lowest frequency, which I've already gone over a video breaking down, the different chakras and the colors that they associate them with. I even went as far to show you that the fast foods such as Kentucky, McDonald's, Burger King, all those fast foods, if you look at their signs, you will see that most of their signs are in red or yellowish. Okay? Because, not yellowish, but orange, because they are giving you low vibrational foods. They're keeping you in your lower chakras. All right. So therefore, each chakra literally vibrates at a frequency. So the root chakra, okay, it deals with, trauma, it helps rid of trauma, fear, and guilt, but it also promotes that. So it depends on your state of mind. You could either be vibrating on a frequency of trauma, a frequency of fear, or a frequency of guilt. All right. But the lower chakra deals with that. And that chakra vibrates at 396 hertz. 396 hertz. All right. Then you have your sacral chakra, which is your navel chakra. All right. The navel chakra, which I already went over, but I'm just giving you the hertz that it vibrates at. It vibrates at 417 hertz. Okay. 417 hertz. And that deals with, the stress level, tension. So it could either alleviate or it could also intensify stress and tension. All right. It also deals with your joints, your muscles, etc., and mobility in your body. All right. Then you have your solar plex chakra. Your solar plex chakra is literally your first brain. Your first mind is in your solar plex chakra. That's why when something happened to you, or you were about to do something, what do you say? Man, I have a gut feeling. You don't say I have a brain feeling or I have a mind feeling. No, you say I have a gut feeling, because that's where that first impulse is. It's in your gut, your solar plex chakra. That is your first brain. That is your first brain. So therefore, whatever you eat, you become, because it goes into your first brain, and then it goes into your second brain, which is your respiratory area, your heart chakra, okay? And then to your mind. That's why it's called your third eye. That's what they say where your third eye is, because it's in your third mind. You feel me? But that chakra itself vibrates at 528 hertz. And those tones, in those frequencies, it helps deals with pain, anxiety, weight loss. It rewires the brain, neutral pathways. Okay, so it's associated with the soul, the sun, the solar chakras. You feel me? And like I said, the sun is feminine. The sun is a big soul. It's a feminine soul. It does not mean that it doesn't have a masculine aspect to it. It does, but the feminine is the most prominent, okay, frequency in the sun or the solar. All right. That's why the soul deals with the feminine. That's why that's why the ghost, they made the ghost, the Holy Ghost, which is a woman, or not a woman, but a feminine, a feminine frequency. They made it a ghost. And they tell you, oh, well, it's the Father, Son, and the Ghost, the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost is the soul. So they don't want you to acknowledge the feminine aspect. That's why y'all lost people always going around talking about he did that, he wake me up, he this, I thank him and this and that, but yet still your same Bible tell you honor your mother and father. So where's the mother at? Once again, it just shows you how indoctrinated people are. Oh, well, my God is a he. That's personal. That's your personal God. And if you want to call it a he, that's okay. But just know that the personal he or the personal God is not more powerful than the universal God, which does not have a gender. So when you keep calling on he, and I keep calling on the universal creators, not creator as in singular, creators, then guess what? My power is always greater than yours because yours is singular. Yours is a one man. And you're dealing with a man that deals with the moon, which is lunar, which is the weakest of them all. You feel me? So like I tell people, man, the indoctrination is real. And people want to argue with you and debate with you and all them things, man. Listen, I don't mind an argument, but I'm not going to debate with y'all. I'm just here to teach the truth. It's really that simple. And the truth that I bring, I could bring the documents to back it up. Always. Because first of all, the universe doesn't have one creator. The universe has many creators. In fact, I'm a co-creator of the universe. Me, yes. And when I say I'm not talking about the flesh. I am not the flesh. People are just so indoctrinated. It's not even funny, man. It's not even funny, but at the same time, it's funny. Okay? Why do you think when the allegorical Moses in the Bible asked, it wasn't real. Moses was not real, okay? It's poetry. It was a story to tell a message. So in that story, why do you think the allegorical Moses, when he went to ask the so-called God, what's your name? What did the God say? I am. It's that simple. I am. But no, man had to go and say, well, I am mean this. I am mean that. No. Now, if that's what it meant, then the same God would have told you that's what it meant. The God simply said, listen, I am, period. Okay? So when the question is asked, who is God? Then all you have to say is, I am, period. That means you are. And thou shalt not have any other God but me. Who is me? I am me. You see, they're telling you the truth, but at the same time, the people who are teaching you what the truth's supposed to be, they are indoctrinating you. Who is I am? Me. I am. But I'm not talking about the flesh. And people just can't seem to comprehend this because they're so lost. But what does that have to do with the vibration? The point I'm making is when I say grand rising, that's what I'm talking about. I'm activating a higher form of vibration in the body. Okay? That's what it means. Opposed to saying good morning, when people die, they moan. So why would I want to, get out of the bed and tell somebody good morning? Like, who died? Who died? You only say good morning or good morning when somebody died. And guess what? The flesh died. So that's good. Because now the person get to free the I am. So that's good. That's a good thing. Nothing wrong with that. But use it when it's appropriate. Okay? When somebody transitions, you say good morning. Because some people moan and they're sad. So I'm telling you good morning because I'm telling you, hey, you know what? They gave up the flesh. And now the I am is free. Now, what happens to the I am is a whole different story. What happens to the I am is based on your actions, the seeds that you sow. And then you have to face the God of karma. There are many gods, and there is a God of karma that you have to face. And that karma is activated or triggered based on your actions. If you were good, then your karma will be good. If you were evil, then your karma will be evil. There's nobody judging you. You are the one judging yourself. Thou shalt not have no other judge. In fact, no one could judge me but God. Who is God? I am. So I judge myself based on my actions. You see how fair that system is? But people just can't comprehend this. Why would there be a sky daddy in the sky looking down, judging your every action, when that same sky daddy tell you he created good and evil? Who created the devil? That's the same sky daddy that's in the Bible going around telling people to rape people and kill people and steal people's lands. You see, that is not my God, man. And I don't care what y'all say, try to make excuse for this killer, this lunatic. It still doesn't mean that what you're saying is true. Because I could go in the books themselves and show you the characteristic of your God. But then your excuse is, oh, what is God? He could do anything. No, he can't. You can't go around telling people rape people and it's okay. You can't go around telling people, well, take these young virgins and have sex with them and it's okay. And even you in your own words saying, I want virgins myself. What is your God doing with virgins? What is your God doing with silver? But y'all Negroes are just so lost, man. That's crazy. And it doesn't matter how much people try to open up your eye and show you the truth. Like, you are so indoctrinated, you cannot see it because they have taught you fear. They got you living in your lower chakra, vibrating on the lowest frequency. And you just can't see nothing else. You can't see anything else because you are afraid. You are in your lower chakra, and that's where the God of these books got you in your lower chakra, dealing with fear, because that's what he promotes. What does he say? Fear me, because you always got you in your lower chakra. I'm not afraid of your God because your God is not my God. I am stronger than your God. I am more powerful than your God. And that's facts. Because I don't go around telling people kill people. I don't go around telling people steal people's land. I don't go around defrauding people. I don't do that. That's the characteristics of your God. He's evil. He's a devil. He's Satan. He's the adversary. You feel me? And he's not more powerful than me. Because I subscribe and I acknowledge the universal creators, more than one. And I am a co-creator. I'm one of the righteous ones. Okay, so there's no way your God could destroy me or defeat me. That's why I could come up against him. You did. And that's facts over feelings. All right? So your solar chakra vibrates at 528 hertz. So everything within your body vibrates. Then you have your heart chakra. Your heart chakra vibrates at 639 hertz. Okay? And that deals with the frequency of love. It activates healing. All right. So that's what it deals with. It deals with vulnerability. It deals with intimacy. All right. So it deals with healthy relationships or unhealthy relationships. It depends on the seeds that you are planting, the seeds that you are sowing. Okay. If you want to deal with healing, if you want to be well balanced, then you should really deal with your heart chakra and open up your heart. Okay? Not to anything or to anyone, but I'm just saying, love more. Just because you love more, the vibrational feeling of that, all right, or the cause and effect of love, okay, it will help open up your heart chakra, and it will vibrate at a higher frequency, which is 639 hertz. Okay. Then you have your throat chakra. That's how important it is for your throat chakra to be opened up. It's at 741 hertz. Okay. And that it deals with speaking truth and empowerment. All right. Because even if your throat chakra is open and you are speaking lies and you're not promoting peace and love, even if you're vibrating, your throat chakra is open, you are still vibrating in your low frequencies. All right. Anybody who's vibrating on a high frequency and their throat chakra is open, they promote truth and they speak truth. All right, empowerment. You feel me? So it encourages or it improves the idea of generation of growth, creative thinking, clear speaking, self-confidence. All right, and that's what I'm doing. I'm helping y'all, for those who want to see the truth, improve your self-confidence in knowing that you are God. Okay, you are God. And these people are out here lying, telling you God is outside of you, because they're teaching you that you're the flesh. You're not the flesh. The avatar, the flesh, is the host, the kingdom. That's why in the Bible it says that the kingdom of heaven is within. If the kingdom of heaven is within and God is in heaven, then where the hell is heaven? Heaven is within you. And therefore, if the kingdom of heaven is within you and God is in heaven, then where's God? God is in you. But what is God in you is the I am. So who's God? I am, because I'm not the flesh. And like I tell anybody, man, anybody who's ready, I don't care who it is, anybody who's ready to, I'm not debate, I don't debate, but challenge me on this. We could have a healthy argument. Anybody, just send me an email. All right. Hey, mom, I'm gonna call you right back. All right. Okay. Anybody, I don't care who it is. Anybody who wants to challenge me on anything of the sorts, when it comes to the Bible, I don't care what you use. You could use the Tanakh, you could use the Pentateuch, you could use the Torah. I don't care what you use. Let's do it. Send me an inbox. Send me an email. My email is Chief Kalanago Flying Eagle, the same way it's spelled, okay, at Gmail, and have proof that you sent me the email or an inbox to show that you want to challenge me on who God is. And bring your Bible and let's do it. And you know what? If you win the challenge, then hey, I'm gonna right on camera, I'm gonna take my hat off to you. All right? I'm gonna do the gesture. I'm gonna take my hat off. I don't bow to no man. I don't bow to no woman. All right? I don't bow. I don't get on my knees for nobody. But the point I'm making is this. I'll do the gesture and I'll take my hat off to you. And I will go on a live and say, hey, you know what, world? I was wrong. Anybody. I don't care who you are. You feel me? All right, then. That's how confident I know I am in speaking this truth. So the next, we have what you call your third eye. The reason why it's called your third eye, because they're not telling you that the brain inside your head is your third brain. So therefore, is that if that eye is in the brain, then it's actually your third eye. All right. But in a sense, it's supposed to be the first eye, but it's the third eye. All right. And that triggers a higher realm of thinking, what we call soul or spiritual thinking. All right. So it takes you out of the illusion and introduce you to what's real, the true elements of the universe. Okay. And that's the reason why a lot of people are indoctrinated and they continue to live in the illusion, because their third eye, which is called the pineal gland, it's calcified. It's calcified because of the foods they eat, or the acidic foods that they eat. It calcifies their pineal glands. Okay, so they cannot see the reality and the truth that they are actually God. They can't see it. No matter what you tell them, they will not get it, because their third eye is calcified, is blocked. And they don't even realize or acknowledge the allegory of Jacob. They don't get it. When Jacob wrestled with the angel or a man of God or God, and he won and he defeated him. You feel me? And he saw God face to face. He saw himself. You feel me? And he called that place what? Pineal, your pineal gland. Man, this is sad and crazy, man. All right? And then you have your crown chakra, right? Which is, it vibrates at 936 hertz. You feel me? And those are like the highest tones, the highest physical tones in the body. All right. that deals and it connects us to the universe and its perfection. Not its imperfection, its perfection. Because now you get to see the totality, you get to see the all, and know that you are within the all, and that you are part of the all, and therefore you are the all. You're just the all on a microcosmic level. All right? And it allows you to flow with the single force, to be the one, flow with the one. All right? And that deals with the crown chakra. You feel me? So that's the reason why I say Grand Rising. You did. That's the reason why I say Grand Rising. It is not because the sun actually moves or the sun rises or sets. No, that is not the reason why I said that. The sun does not move. The sun is a permanent fixture in the sky. All right. It's the earth that moves, and it gives the simulation that the sun moves. The sun doesn't move. The sun is always at its point where it's at. But because of the movement of the earth and it tilts, all right, that's why you think the sun moves. All right. So for those of you, I hope y'all found a benefit in this short video. And I'm not here to tell people believe anything that I say. No, don't believe anything that I say. Do your own research. Find the path. When I always hear people say, find your truth. There's nothing wrong in finding your truth, but your truth doesn't mean that it's the truth. So I'm gonna say find the truth, but not your truth. All right. Our truth is based on perspective, but the universe has a truth, and that's the only truth that exists. So I'm gonna say find universal truth, which is the truth, not your truth, but universal truth. All right. I love y'all. Obviously, it's early, so I may do another video or a few videos later. All right. But in the meantime, have a great continuation. I love y'all.